Hello everybody, welcome to today's reading. In this reading, I want to give you a confidence boost. I want to tell you why you are absolutely fabulous. So if you want gassing up, I need you to pick a symbol. I highly suggest you go with your first instinct. Spirit is going to guide you to the symbol which has the most relevant information for you. Hello number one and welcome to your reading. Let's have a look at what makes you fabulous. I'm shuffling on camera today because I just want to see what messages come out. This could be about your beauty, it could be about your personality, it could be about your drive. I just want to find out what makes you fabulous. So straight off the bat, I'm getting you are very unique. I can imagine you naturally stand out from the crowd. I also sense you're not one to conform to traditions. Maybe you don't dress how the normal person dresses. Maybe your hair is a different colour. There's just something about you that's quirky and it stands out from the crowd. I'm also sensing a depth with you as well. Now, I don't know whether you are a bit more alternative, like fashion-wise, but I do also sense energy that you do really enjoy time on your own as well. You need time to reflect because you're such an open nerve, like you are an open nerve. And that's a good thing because it means you pick up on other people's feelings and you're able to build a rapport with people. You have empathy, very healing energy as well. But going back to your appearance, I do sense you may look a little bit different. You may have some very unique features. And I do think these unique features make you stand out from the crowd. Like you have a unique type of beauty. You're not one of those people that looks like everyone else. You know everyone, we have a stereotype these days of like how every woman should look. Like you are more like supermodel kind of looks. It's like there's something about you that's really distinctive. Sorry. Camera's always going out of focus. Distinctive features. I do sense you may have like a more elongated nose. Could have a longer face. You could have really elegant hands and feet as well. That's something I'm getting. Now I do think you've been through some stuff. I think you've dealt with some psychological stuff in particular. But because of this, like you've just grown to be a very strong person, but also somebody who's really in touch with their feelings. I do think you're the person people turn to when they need advice, when they need comfort. Like you have a very strong healing energy, and I think that's the second time I've said that. So for you, we've got the King of Cups and nothing else wants to come out in the tarot. And the King of Cups is somebody who is emotionally mature, intuitive, balanced, has empathy, supportive as well with the King of Cups. And I do think your friends see you as this supportive person, this person who is able to process emotions, your own emotions and other people's emotions. You're like the kind of person where people can come to you and talk to you about their issues with their boyfriend, and you seem to have like a really logical answer for it all. You just got a way of like boosting other people and helping them understand tricky situations because you seem to be able to decipher a tricky situation. And I do think this is through experience. You've had your own experiences with tricky situations, like emotionally tricky situations. I do sense that you're very good at psychology. I also sense that you're very good at picking up people's body language as well. So you're able to read people. You can read people. I mean, you know if someone is good and you know if someone is bad just by looking them up and down. But I still don't think you judge people who you think are bad. I just think you keep your distance because you understand the importance of protecting your energy. Okay, so we've got the Poet, expresses soul insights in symbolic language. And I do think that's that ability to understand this situation at its depth, but also able to decipher tricky emotional situations as well. I do think you're somebody who's able to see the light in everything too. If something dark has happened, you can always pull the positive out of it. You always know that there's a lesson to be learned. I also think with the poet that you are very good at expressing your emotions motivationally. You're able to motivate with your emotions. I do think you could actually be somebody who could be quite good at public speaking. I don't know whether that's something you are interested in or whether it's something that you do, but I do think you'd be very good at public speaking. Also, we have the dilettante. Delights in the arts without having to be a professional, alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits. It's this depth with you. You're able to see. I don't know whether I should even show these cards, but to show you the cards, I'm going to put it right to the camera. It looks really... But you are somebody who has a lot of depth to you. The superficial doesn't really tempt you. I do think you have... You're an old soul. You're an old soul. For sure. It's like you can... It's like in past lives, you've had the superficial. You've had the money, you've had the luxury, and in this lifetime you want something more. You could be a numerological number 8 or 9. You could even be a numerological number 7 if you know your numerology. But you could be one of the latter numbers, anything from 5 upwards. And if you are below that, you may be somebody who dabbles a lot with the superficial. This is only for some of you. You could be somebody who dabbles a lot with the superficial, but it never seems to satisfy. So you're always searching for more. Okay, let's see if we can get any more reasons why you're fabulous out of my little pot here. Okay, already I can see one that totally resonates with you. Free spirit, 111, that's it. You're a free spirit. You're not tied down by superficialities. You're not tied down to a particular town. You're not tied down to a particular job. You understand the importance of being free. Physically free, emotionally free, but also like freedom of speech and thought. With 111 as well, you're probably a very good manifester. Somebody who's able to manifest whatever you want into your life. And I do think it's because you do have a very active heart chakra, and this makes you very magnetizing. It's like your heart. I don't know whether you are somebody who knows that you're not feeling great because your heart closes down, or you feel like a tension in your heart space. It's because you are so emotionally connected to everything. Like it's this, your heart is the it's your epicenter, I want to say, an epicenter. But it's your main tool that you use, your heart. And this is what makes you free, because you aren't restricted by the mind. You go wherever your heart wants you to go. You go where you want to go. You say what you want to say. You do what you want to do. And you dress how you want to dress. I did think that you are somebody who dresses a bit more uniquely. You have your own type of style. And it is because you just dress how you want to dress for the day. And this also makes you stand out in the crowd because people notice the way you dress. And I think a lot of people want to copy some of the things that you do with your style, but they can't pull it off like you, because what you wear, how you wear your hair, how you wear your makeup, or if you're male, how you dress, or how you wear your makeup again, you know, it's so unique to you because you do it all from the heart. It can't be copied, it can't be recreated. It's like you are so unique and individual because you just wear what you want to wear, do what you want to do, say what you want to say. You have that free spirit. And if you're somebody watching this and you think, I don't feel very free, you are supposed to be a free spirit. You're restricting yourself by sticking to a particular job, potentially, that you don't want to be in, or living in a town that you don't want to live in. Something is holding you down. Just one thing is holding you down. And I think Spirit's trying to say to you, like, the limitation of you stuck to this thing is all in your head. Like, it's not a true limitation. All you need to do is just bounce, baby, bounce if you want to bounce, have your freedom. Intense, you've also got intense, and I am picking up that, you know, you're very deep, you've got this depth, emotional depth, and this ability to understand people and read people. And I do think this makes people feel a bit uncomfortable around you if they don't know you very well, because they can see you scanning them. You could be a Scorpio sun, moon, or rising. You could also be a Scorpio Venus or Scorpio South Node. I'm getting Scorpio South Node in particular there. But you, even though you aren't very superficial, I do think you have a very strong ability to create material wealth. I don't think you go without. I think it's one of those things that you don't worry about that much, because it's like, look, if I want money, I just manifest it and it comes, and I need what I need. I'm not going to ask for anything more than I need. And we've got healing with 1111. You've got 111 and you've got 1111 here, which is so, so magical. I'll show you just because you need to see. Healing. I mentioned you are so healing, and this is why your friends love you, because you are just so healing to be around. You always know the right thing to say. You have so much emotional intelligence. And we've got the butterfly. I do think you have the ability to help people through transitions, and this could be your healing power. You help people through transitions, but at the same time, I do think people look at you in awe. I think a lot of people have seen you develop over the years. A lot of people have seen you go through death and rebirth processes. You may do this regularly. If you do have heavy Scorpio in your chart, then this is a theme of your life. This is what you do. But you inspire. Every time you have a rebirth, you inspire the people around you. But at the same time, I feel like the butterfly also talks about your beauty. It could be the way that you dress. You wear bright colours. You wear what you want to wear. You do what you want to do. You have such a unique individual beauty that people look at you in awe, like a butterfly. You're rare like a butterfly. And it's okay, there's a few butterflies here and there, but we don't see them that much. It's not a regular occurrence, especially in the UK. If you see a butterfly, you're literally straight on your phone, okay, what does a red and black butterfly mean symbolically, spiritually? Because we don't see them very often, or at least where I'm from. And when people see you, they know they're never going to meet anyone like you again. They know that you are very unique and you're very individual and you're a very special person. And guys, this is why you are fabulous. Okay, number one, this is your reading. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you liked it, please drop it a like. If you resonate, I'd love you to comment down below and let me know. Also, if you like content like this, please subscribe, because I would love to make more content like this for you. And I shall see you in your next reading. Goodbye. Hello, number two, welcome to your reading. Today I'm shuffling on camera. Normally I pre-shuffle to save time, but I don't want there to be a particular structure to this reading. I just want to relay what messages Spirit has for you to boost your confidence, to remind you how fabulous you are. This could be physical beauty, it could be your personality, it could be your drive, who knows? Let's see what comes up. So already I'm getting that you're somebody who does keep up with the trends. You're a trendsetter. You could be somebody who people look at and they want to copy your style. I do think you are into style and things like that as well. I think you're very much into your physical appearance. You always like to look presentable. So naturally you're a very attractive person. And I do think you attract a lot of the opposite sex or the gender that you're interested in. You get a lot of attention. But I do sense that you are more private. I think you're emotionally quite closed off. You could be a socialite as well. Someone who's so social. You're the person that people go to for a laugh. Like, you're witty, you're funny. But people never really get to see under the surface. You're always hiding part of yourself. It's like you're keeping your emotions closed, like behind some steel bars. Because for some reason it makes you feel vulnerable if you show your emotions. You could also be someone who's very professional as well. I do sense professionalism with you. Okay. Okay. So we got the Seven of Wands and the Ten of Wands upside down. Now I do think that this is because you're such a hard worker, and I actually think you have a fair amount of material success. And if you haven't, I do think material success is coming to you, like material wealth. I do sense a very like I sense that you are very polished on the surface, but I do feel like deep down you work very hard and you're getting a bit exhausted. The great news about the Ten of Wands upside down is that it's releasing you from burdens with the Ten of Wands upside down. So I do think something's coming up soon which is going to help ease your workload. Or if you are just doing too much socially, something's going to come up soon where you take a break. Just going to make sure that that is in focus. Sorry about that, my camera. I need a new camera, guys, I really do, but it's not on my purchases list just yet. But also, I really do sense a job. I sense a job change for you. I do think a job change is coming. It's going to release some burdens. It's going to bring you more freedom. You may choose a career path that's more in line with you, or like an office or something that's more in line with your professional ideals. But I do think people see you as somebody who is very strong, somebody who goes for absolutely everything that they want. You're a go-getter, and you're the kind of person to say, I'm going to do this, and people go, oh yeah, but they're not going to do it, and then 2 weeks later you come back, you've done it and you've succeeded. I do sense that with you. High energy with you guys as well. You've got so much energy. It's like you're the Duracell bunny. You've got batteries in your back, like you just don't stop. I also sense that physically you could be quite physically fit, or at least even a natural physically fit body. You could have very good muscle tone. You could be quite toned naturally, whether you work out or not. But I do sense a very fit looking body with you, and I do think it's because you're on the go a lot, so you do tend to like tighten your body a little bit just by always being on the go. Okay. I do think you're somebody who changes your style a lot as well. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. Okay. So we've got God and Martyr up for you. So Martyr, learning to transcend nature of service to oneself or a cause. Now, I do feel like you've got more to give, and I definitely think you do have more to give. If you are not in a job where you feel like you're getting your worth, I do think a job change is coming up for you soon with the Ten of Wands upside down. You're going to be relieved from a burdensome job, and I do think you've got so much to give. You're so inspirational. I can actually see you creating online courses. I don't know whether you are trained in something in particular, you have knowledge that you can share with people, but I do sense online courses, creating online courses. And I do think this is going to bring you some extra wealth, some extra money. People are just going to look up to you because you have information that not many people are giving out. I would suggest that you look into creating an online course. Very easy to do, but I really get the urge to tell you to do that because you are holding on to some knowledge, and you may be you may not realize that the knowledge that you have is so valuable, but it's actually going to bring you some extra wealth. And you've got God as well. Look at that. God. You are God. That's amazing. Benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. So I do think it's you. I actually think that you don't realize how valuable you actually are. And I think that's why Goddess came out, because you haven't recognized the force within you. You know you've got the energy, you know you've got the drive, you know that you're intelligent as well. I do sense a strong, you've got like a really active mental space. But I don't think you're lacking a bit of confidence to actually put yourself out there like, hey, I'm pile number 2 and this is the information that you need from me. And I do think you just need to remember who you are. You need to realize how valuable you are. Because you don't just have the ability to make some decent money from this, but you have the ability to help so many people with the knowledge that you have. Okay, let's gain a bit more info for number 2, please. Best dressed. What did I tell you? You guys are so up to date with style. You love, you're like trendsetters. People look at you and they're like, where did you get that from? I do think you have this ability as well to wear like a really cheap piece of clothing and make it look designer. Like you're that kind of, you've got that kind of air about you, that aura about you that just makes everything expensive. And we've got show off, flex. So yeah, you know, you are somebody who really takes care of your appearance, but you're also somebody who's not only physically attractive, but you are so intelligent as well. And if you're not showing it off, you really do need to show it off with show off and flex. And because we've got the number 5 here with show off and flex, it does make me have the urge to tell you that maybe you're not showing yourself off like you should, because 5 in numerology talks about change, exciting change, and I do think spirit is telling you to change something, to be more confident, to show off more, to show off your knowledge, your skills. And we've got beautiful. We've got beautiful for you guys, because you guys are absolutely the beauty that you guys bring to the world, not only physically, but like you have the ability to help other people up their game too. This could even be a call to start a fashion blog as well, potentially. But you guys aren't only pretty, you guys are beautiful. You're literally the person that people want a wife, or people want a husband. Want a husband, want a hubby. Want a hubby? Is that even a phrase? It's like you are a prize to anybody who, you're a prize to anybody who like you date, who you get with. And we've got the palace here as well, the charm, the palace, and I love this little charm here. And I really do think this talks about the fact that you are like a temple of knowledge, a temple of beauty. But I also sense a very independent energy with this as well. Like you don't need anybody. You've got everything inside of you. You don't need a man or a woman. You don't need anybody, because you are independent and everything you own is from you, made by you, earned by you. I do sense that potentially someone's watching this who has came out of a breakup, and I'm here to tell you that you don't need them. You're going to be perfectly fine on your own. And there's better people coming. But I do sense a bit of career stuff first. And also if you are in a relationship, because you know, we're not just talking to the singles here, if you're in a relationship, I do sense that if you're not being valued, it's not on you, it's on them. It's because you're intimidating, because you have the ability to be independent. Like you can up and leave out of any relationship whenever you want, because you've got that power, you've got that independence, and you've got that know-how. Okay, pile 2, that is your reading. I hope this resonated. If you liked it, please drop it a like. If you feel comfortable to do so, I'd love for you to comment in the comments down below and let me know. Also, if you like content like this, please subscribe, because I love making content like this for you, and I will see you in your next reading. Goodbye. Hello there, number 3, and welcome to your reading. Today I'm shuffling on camera. Normally I pre-shuffle to save time, but I didn't want this reading to have a particular structure. I just wanted Spirit to show me the messages to relay to you, to show you why you are fabulous, why you are absolutely amazing. And I just want to gas you up, okay? So this could be pertaining to your physical appearance, your personality, your drive, who knows? Let's just see. So straight off the bat, I do think you're very creative. I think you may be someone who does daydream a lot, but I think because you've got this like really vivid imagination, you're able to create inspiration from that. I don't know whether you do music, art, dance, some form of expression. I also think you could be very intuitive as well. You could be somebody who is able to like read minds. Like you do sometimes question whether you can read minds. I do actually feel like you do something creative for work. And I do feel the need to tell you to keep on going and keep on persevering, because I do sense a bit of anxiety here about whatever this is. Maybe you're not making the money that you want to make yet, but Spirit is telling me to keep going, because if you persevere, there really is gold at the end of the rainbow. And also Spirit is saying stay authentic to you as well. Whatever this is, do it your way. This is your life, this is your journey. And you've been gifted this talent of creativity. And if you do it any way that's not your own, it won't be authentic, and the talent won't, the message won't be relayed in the same way as it would be if it actually came from you. I don't know whether you're like an artist or something, or music artist, or anything in the creative field where somebody wants to take something that you've created and mold it for some reason. Maybe they want to commercialize it. But Spirit is telling you to really think hard when you get offers like this. Because your vision is the vision that's going to get you the recognition that you want from this. It needs to be your name on this. I'm getting it needs to be your name. Don't know whether that resonated for anybody out there, but okay. Okay. So I do think you create a lot of amazing things through hard times as well. Probably somebody who's actually really inspirational. I do think you could suffer from anxiety. I do think you could suffer like just worries, you know, woes and things like that. Like you feel everything. This is also why I think you could be like a mind reader. Like I do sense somebody saying, I swear sometimes I'm a mind reader. But it's this that makes you so sensitive. I did say at the beginning, you're an open nerve. I'm sure I said that. Because you pick up on other people's feelings, not only your own. So if you're in a room and your friend is down about something, you're going to leave that meeting and you're going to feel down too, and you have no idea that you're taking your friend's feelings away, or maybe you do. But you don't just deal with your own worries and anxieties, you seem to deal with others too. I definitely sense you do heal. But I do think you heal through something creative. And one of the most attractive things about you is your perseverance and your ability to continue to push through even when times are hard. And I do think this is something that people see as inspirational about you. You're so headstrong as well. Very headstrong, very sure of yourself. You always believe. And that's the main part of manifestation. To manifest something, you need to believe. And I think there's something big on the way for you guys. But you need to just continue to persevere, and you need to continue to believe. And I do think whoever's watching this, you're gonna know what this thing is. And if you don't know what this thing is, I don't know whether this is your reading. There's something in particular I'm definitely sensing the people it resonates with, they're going to go, yeah, that's me, because it's this thing, yeah. You're so close to success and you don't even know it. Okay, so we've got student and we've got femme fatale. Okay, so student, humility and devotion to knowledge, openness and lifelong learning. And I do think this is something about you as well. You're just constantly developing. You're somebody that people look at and they see you develop. They can see like the leaps and the bounds. I do think you're actually very determined. I do feel like you have reached the point in your life where you're so good at something that it's actually very hard for other people to achieve that level of greatness that you can achieve, because you've worked so hard for that, and you've worked so hard to develop yourself and evolve into the person that you are today, that it's very hard for somebody else to match that, because they'd have to put in the same level of work as you, and not everybody has that kind of work ethic. But I do sense you have a very strong passion for whatever you are doing in life, and it is this that keeps you going. Even when you look in the bank and the bank is like, there's like barely any money in the bank. Even when you are sitting in your room on a rainy day crying because you're just like, I don't know, am I doing the right thing? I don't know, like, is this my purpose? Like, you always get back up because you have that passion in your heart for what you do. And this really is the key to true freedom. And you're very close to unlocking the door to freedom. And I do sense that you may be kind of flailing a bit or feeling a bit exhausted, but it's coming. It's coming for you. Even though you've learned so much, you are still in a student stage. And I mean, we're always going to be students as long as we live. But there might be just one thing that you need to master before you actually get this key to freedom. One more thing, or one more tweak you need to make. I've got femme fatale. Highlights the erotic energy of the feminine. Opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. Okay. Wow. Well, I do sense that you guys may actually, I don't think I went into your physical appearance. I do sense very cat-like features with you. You could have more turn-up eyes. You could have high cheekbones. Very intense eyes. I do feel like you have the kind of eyes where people look into and they feel like they can see the universe in your eyes. But clearly you're very sexual. You're very expressive, you're creative. I do think you are somebody who may dress very sensually, I want to say. You may play around with textures when it comes to the way that you dress. Like you may wear silks, like draped silks. I do sense a lot of like tight clothes as well. I do sense things like leopard print and oriental prints. I also sense a very prominent black eyeliner. But if you're a man, I actually think that you may paint your nails. And if you're a male who doesn't paint your nails, you may have considered it. But I do sense that you accentuate your 𝒆𝒄𝒄 parts. You know what parts of you are fire, and you're always wearing stuff that accentuates that. I do think, like, because you have this really creative and flowy energy, I do think you have the ability to merge with another person as well. I do think you can have a normal conversation with somebody and they think that you fancy them, because you just naturally have this very sensual and merging kind of energy about you. So I can imagine that you are very, the opposite sex, or the gender that you're into, are really, everyone wants to 𝒓𝒄𝒈𝒂𝒈 you. Alright, let's just say it like that. Everyone wants to 𝒓𝒄𝒈𝒂𝒈 you, because you just have this erotic energy, this energy where you walk in the room and you are just oozing 𝒔𝒄𝒄 appeal. Okay, let's see what other information we can get. Then number 3, please. Okay, we've got 2 tattoos. Okay, that's interesting because the lady in the femme fatale actually has a tattoo on her back, and it is in a very like erotic position. Like it really accentuates like her shoulder, her back. And I do sense that you do have tattoos. Again, I'm sensing like Oriental. I'm sensing like Chinese writing, or maybe like a dragon tattoo or something like that. But I'm sensing it's very a little bit like scorpionic, like if you know like Scorpio energy. I do think your tattoos have deep meaning as well. And even if they don't have deep logical meaning, you've got them because you just feel drawn to, say, the dragon. I feel drawn. You could be a Chinese year of the dragon. Oh, I am sensing Chinese year of the dragon here, or year of the tiger. But yes, I am sensing lower back tattoos as well. Tattoos down this part of the arm, sensing that. But I do think you have chosen these tattoos because it just expresses who you are. And also I sense a bit of a don't mess with me energy too. Like a dragon tattoo, for instance, or a tiger tattoo, or a very kind of fierce animal tattoo, because it's your protection. You've had that tattooed on you to protect you. Like no one messes with me because you've got to mess with my dragon, basically. And mystical, yeah, it works. Femme fatale, tattoos, mystical, yes. You are mysterious. You ooze sex appeal and everyone wants to FCUK you, but they just can't get to you. I do sense that you are actually very articulate as well. You're very well articulated. So if anyone comes up to you, because I can imagine a lot of like player energies come up to you because you are very attractive, you can just shut them down with like one sentence. And I do think you have a lot of friends that actually find you very attractive too. I definitely sense someone or some people in your friends group who are very attracted to you and they want something with you, but they can't, and you're just so unapproachable. In that sense, basically. They can't, there's no way they'd have the guts to tell you that they have a thing for you. Okay, let's see whether we can pull a charm for you. Okay, we've got the heart. And I do think this is talking about the passion towards your life's purpose. If you continue to hold that passion for what it is that you do, you're going to get there, but also your beauty is just going to accentuate. It's like you have this bravery to keep going, and it's your heart that leads you in that direction. I do sense that you can close your heart chakra at times. But I do say, it's weird, I sense it opening and closing, and I don't know whether that makes sense to anyone watching this. I believe, now I don't believe, I believe, now I don't believe. Up and down. And I think Spirit is saying, keep it open, keep believing, because that is how you're going to succeed. And not only is your life going to develop if you keep believing, but your beauty is going to develop even more. You're just going to be an enigma. I don't know why I felt the need to say enigma. I'm gonna have to Google what an enigma means after this. Okay, number 3, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, please drop it a like, and if you feel comfortable to do so, please comment down below. If you like content like this, please subscribe, because I love making content like this for you, and I shall see you in your next reading. Goodbye.